Contemporary and postmodern art. 1970s present contemporary art from the late 20th century to the present is characterized by pluralism and the breaking of boundaries. There is no single dominant style, but rather a multitude of approaches and global voices. Postmodern art, a trend beginning in the 1970s and 1980s, often features eclectic mixing of styles, irony, and conceptual playfulness. For example, pop art's legacy continued in the 1980s works of Andy Warhol and Jean-Michel Basquiat, who combined street art graffiti energy with expressive painting. Conceptual art became prominent, where the idea behind the work is more important than the aesthetic object itself, as seen in the works of Joseph Kosuth, who exhibited a definition of a chair next to an actual chair, or Yoko Ono's instructional art pieces. Performance art and installation art also rose as important forms, with artists like Marina Abramović using her body and endurance as medium, or Olafur Eliasson creating large-scale installations that immerse viewers, like bringing a sun into the Tate Modern's Turbine Hall. Photorealism was one movement where painters like Richard Estes created paintings nearly indistinguishable from photographs, reacting against abstraction. Street art and graffiti gained recognition as well, with figures like Banksy blurring public activism and art. Techniques in contemporary art are incredibly diverse, from traditional oil on canvas to video, digital media, found objects, and interactive technologies. A major aspect of contemporary art is its global nature. Artists from all continents blend local traditions with international dialogues. The cultural significance of today's art lies in its reflection on contemporary issues: identity, globalization, technology, environmental crisis, and its challenge to the very definition of art. Postmodern artists often appropriate imagery from earlier art or pop culture in a self-aware way, and they frequently invite viewer interpretation or participation. In sum, contemporary art is an ever-evolving conversation that includes everything from hyper-realistic paintings to conceptual installations, a true mirror of the complex world we live in. Learn more about art, history, and music at orenzbooks.com. Please like and subscribe. And may the rest of your life be the best of your life. Oren Z. Belgrave Sr.